awkward. I actually have no material prepared. I just booked this venue for this date, and I was like, oh, I'll have an act by then. No, it's gonna be really good. I have one prepared, which is convenient because we're filming and everything. So, let's begin. I turned 30 years old this year. Yes. It's been a good year. I have found this year to be the year where a lot of my friends get serious about their lives. You know, they call me up, they say serious things. They're like, Aziz, you're not gonna believe it! I just had a baby! And I always have the same reaction. I always go, that sucks! I'm so sorry that happened! Why are you guys not using condoms or birth control? You're gonna have to take care of that thing forever! Alright, well, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go do literally anything I want, cause I don't have a baby, so all my options are still options. I hate those phone calls, I hate those emails. Your friends send these emails. They'll attach a photo of the baby. They'll write something cute to welcome the baby. Hey everyone! Welcome Lindsay to the universe! Always just write back, unsubscribe. Yes, I don't recall signing up for this mailing list. Please remove me from all future updates. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna throw your baby in my trash. And now everyone has video cameras on their phones and everything, so you get videos of the babies. Every single video I've gotten is exactly the same, though. Kid shows up on the screen. End of clip. That's the amazing footage they needed to share with everyone. Brian's first steps. Look, I walk all the time. I'm not impressed. I'm gonna start sending my own clips back. Look at this shit. Brian has nothing on this. He has no swagger in his step. He almost fell down to 3 steps. Meanwhile, I'm running advanced shit. I can high step. I can run if I want to. I can even tiptoe behind Brian, push him on the ground, and then step on him with my next step. So, that's how advanced my shit is. Some of these people aren't ready to have kids either. You know, you ever have friends like that? They're about to have kids. You're like, what? No! They're dumb. Why? I got a friend who got married recently. He's kind of a goofball. I asked him, I said, hey, you're not gonna have kids, are you?
He was like, maybe next year.
I was like, dude, you still have a chain wallet. You can't have a chain wallet and a kid at the same time. If your wallet is causing you so much problem, you have to chain it to your person, you're not ready to bring life into the world. If you go to like pay for the baby with a chain wallet, they should be like, oh, no, we gotta put this one back. Whoop. I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility. Someone came up to me with a baby, like, hey, you gotta look after this baby. I'd be like, sorry, I got my own things going on right now. I don't have time to look after this little brown baby. In this scenario, I'm assuming it's a little Indian baby. If it was a white baby, I'd be like, get that away from me, it's disgusting. White babies are gross, man, I'm sorry. They're like regular babies that aren't ripe yet.
I told you should go to Scotland. I'm sick and tired of meeting people. In England, they say, I've been all over the world. I've never been to Scotland. I'm supposed to be fucking impressed. There's a personal freshness problem, maybe. Or they come back and say, it rained. I was in Scotland and it rained. Of course it fucking rained! Where do you think it is? Benidorm? Rescue, sick of it! You're up Ben Nevis and saving people with a fucking khaki shorts and sand shoes! Bottles of Vimto, you fucking daft! So, get yourself a good pullover and a nice warm underact with your orange lining. Pack 'em back. You should go and you'd love it. You really would. You would like it. Don't believe people like me. I just talk a lot of rubbish. What is Scotland? It's a dance.
She hasn't been laughing at all. I don't think women are funny either. You think I want to work? This sucks. I just want to relax. The women argument ruined a permanent vacation for all of us. We were having fun. Our dad would give some guy some land and some cows, and we wouldn't have to do anything. And if we wanted something from our husband, we just twist our dimples and talk like a baby.
Please, Mr. Sweetie, buy me a dress. Write me a check.
And then if you didn't get what you wanted, you just faint. Like they had couches made just for fainting.
She sounds like a
What we had to do is
Uj.
get up out of our king size bed, walk over to the couch, and pass
Her name's
out.
Natasha Leggero.
I don't
Leggero.
even know why I do comedy. Like, you look at guys and you're like, no one on the bill. But a lot of these guys, they do comedy so they can get laid. And they'll, like, take home the chick from the front row. And, like, you hear them backstage, they can be really aggressive and they're always bragging.
Like how
Oh,
she-
yeah, I fucking killed last night. And afterwards, I got these chicks. Oh, grabbing their jugs and bang on, bang on. It's all awesome. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder why I do comedy. I don't think it's to bed the audience members. Oh yeah, fucking kill was my Rite Aid joke. Wonder how many of these audience balls I can fit in my mouth. What? I love comedy, man. Men are just driven by sex, right? Like they're either watching porn or playing video games. Which one do you do? Both, right? Which one? What's your favorite video game? You like Call of Duty? Is that the one where you... Call of Duty, that's the one where you lay on the couch and protect our country. While you're eating a sandwich. Everyone's obsessed with video games. And my friend's like, no, Natasha, you don't understand the technology now. It's amazing. I can run through a forest. I can have sex with a girl. I can deal cocaine. I'm like, you know where else you can do that? In life. And if you stopped playing Call of Duty and started doing cocaine, you'd probably have a girlfriend. You have a wife, though, so congratulations. Beyonce. Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Are there any toilet babies in the world?
I was driving around one day. I was doing my daddy errands. I had my sweatpants on. And I'm in my car, and I was thinking, you know, my wife's been cooped up all day. I bet she wants some magazines. You know, read. So I pull up to this newsstand. I don't put any money in the meter. I pull up, I jump out, grab a lot of magazines. I turn around. There's a guy about to write a ticket on my car. And usually when you talk your way out of a ticket, you try to add a little drama and poetry. You ramp up a little bit, make it sound real. No, I'm in blurt mode. All I can do, I've got a fourth of a brain cell firing. I can form the beginning of a thought and then it falls out of my skull. That's the best I can do. So I walk up. Here's my attempt to talk my way out of a ticket. Ready? Please don't put a ticket on my car. There it is. There's my shot. I may as well have just walked up and went, don't want this! That would have been just as effective as what I said. No! So the guy, he looks at me, and for half a second he's terrified. I'm not a scary guy. I should have mentioned I was wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, and they were the same color. So I didn't even look like a Dr. Seuss drawing. I looked like a Dr. Seuss rough sketch that he did. Where he's in a bar one night, some young girl's icing him out, and he's like, give me a napkin, goddammit, show you who you're talking to. Yeah, see? I made your childhood magical! Yeah! Dr. Seuss on an angry pussy hunt. Strap in. So he's terrified for half a second, then he's furious. The way that, I don't know if anyone here has ever been frightened by a moth. He gets frightened by a spider or a hornet, you go, that scared me.
Patton Oswalt.
That was a spider.
Short guy.
A moth scares you, Your reaction is, oh God, oh, that thing is gonna die. There's no way. I'm not reaching the end of my life. I didn't take care of a moth. No way. So now he's got to kill the moth and regain his manhood. And he screams to me, why did you put any money in these meters? And I said, because I thought I could buy. I'm shaking a bag of magazines at him now. I thought I could buy my magazines and drive away before you showed up. And he says, get in your car and get out of here. And I go, thank you. And then I get in my car. I'm about to drive away, and he leans into my window and says, let me explain something to you. We don't have time to pull over and check every one of these meters. You understand? And I go, yeah, I'm sorry, man. And it took me 3 blocks before he hit me. That's all you have time to do. You just described your job. It doesn't say parking enforcement and homicide on the side of the car. I got 3 axe murders in El Monte. I gotta check all these meters. There's a maniac on the loose.
I don't know how to start shows. It's just a problem that I have. I never figured out how to come out and just start talking, because the first thing you say on stage always feels stupid, because there's no real reason for me to talk to you. It just doesn't exist. I don't know you. You don't even know each other. You're facing the same direction. That's all you have in common. So I heard this already. It's like talking to a girl at a bar because you're attracted to her. The first thing you say is just going to be dog shit coming out of your mouth. Because you don't know her. The only honest thing that you could say to her is, I want to fuck your face. That's the only thing you can say that you can mean. Anything else you say is you trying really hard not to say, I want to fuck your face. That's the only thing I don't want to. The lowest hole in your head. I was never good at that. Like, I was very bad at being single, which is a problem because I'm divorced, so I'm single again after 10 years of marriage. And no, here, cut the shit. Don't even start with that noise like a puppy died. Let me tell you something. And this is important because someday one of your friends is going to get divorced. It's going to happen. And they're going to tell you, don't go, oh, I'm sorry. That's a stupid thing to say. It really is. First of all, you're making them feel bad for being really happy, which isn't fair. And so, let me explain something. Divorce is always good news. I know that sounds weird, but it's true because no good marriage has ever ended in divorce. It's really that simple. That's never happened. That would be sad. If 2 people were married and they were really happy and they just had a great thing, and then they got divorced, that would be really sad. But that has happened 0 times. Literally 0. Ray Charles has killed more Jews than happy marriages have ended in divorce. So if your friend got divorced, things were bad, and now they're better. They're not good like this shit wall to wall, but they're better. So you should be happy. But the part that's difficult is being single at 41 after 10 years of marriage and 2 kids. That's like having a bunch of money in the currency of a country that doesn't exist anymore. Like I found 500 million Prussian francs. I can't really take advantage of being single because I didn't expect to be single. I'm not prepared. I didn't think I'd ever be. I didn't keep this shit up. You understand? I didn't maintain any of this at presentation condition. It's function only. It was not. I didn't think I would need it that way. I thought I was going to be shoving it into the same person every 3 months till one of us died. what I thought was the nature of the deployment for this. I didn't think it had to be like appealing to someone from scratch. It's like having a 73 Dodge Dart in your backyard. And it's been sitting back there with grass growing. You don't have any, it's not an old Mustang. You have no plans to restore that Dart. You don't even see it when you look out the window. And now you find out that's your only way to work. You need that car now. And you're like, oh shit. It's got bees in it. I didn't take care of it. It's full of bees. There's a family of mice living in the tailpipe. I can't take that to work. I have no single instincts. I know too much to be single. I know everything that happens now. That's no good for single. You gotta be optimistic to be single. Stupid. You have to be stupid. That's what optimistic means, you know. It means stupid. An optimist, somebody goes, hey, maybe something nice will happen. Why the fuck would anything nice ever happen? Are you stupid? But that's the attitude you have to be single. You have to look at someone and go, ooh, maybe. I don't look at it that way. Even when I see something I'm attracted to. I was at the gym the other day. Why? I'm in a gym. I'm just wearing shorts. That's all I'm doing there. Standing there.
That's fun.
And I look over and there's a girl on the, with a ponytail. She's on this side. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, she's awesome. But then I start thinking, wait, I'm single. I'm on the market. I have value. I could say something to her. I could just walk up and say something. And I'm trying to think, what am I going to say? What do I look like to somebody like that? And then I realized it's been way too long. I just been standing there staring at her. I have no identity in the single world. I look at them, I don't know what they're doing. I tried just jerking off to Girls Gone Wild the other day, just to re-enter the community that way, just to feel part of it. And I bought it, not the commercial on Comedy Central. I paid money like a grown-up. I put my credit card down and waited for it to come to my house. I'm an adult. So I'm trying to jerk off to Girls Gone Wild. I can't do it because I'm a father. I'm too old. I'm just getting mad at everybody in the video. I'm like, you freaking irresponsible bitches, go back to school. What are you doing down there? There's 2 wars and a depression. Get the oil off your tits and study, for fuck's sake.
Another fear of mine. My biggest fear is getting knocked out in front of my babies. That's a fear, man. As a dad, what do you do? What do you do when your kids come get you? Dad, they messing with me. Who? Them. As a dad, you gotta go whip whoever them ass is. That's your job as a dad. What do you do when you go down there and get your ass whipped? What do you say? What do you say to your kids? Dad, they messing with me. Who? Them. Stay right here. Hey, motherfucker. Come on. Let's go. These niggas are real. Let's go. Hurry up. Get in the car. Was that a kid? Was that a kid? When we get home, I'm whipping your ass for putting me in that situation. I had nothing to do with that. I woke up this morning as a Christian. You don't do that to me. Different ball game. See me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I'm not that guy. I'm not a fighter, man. I'm not. I won't act like I am. I won't. See, too many bad things happen. I saw my dad get knocked out one time. I was 13, traumatized. I hit my dad twice in the same spot. Quick as hell. Quickest 2 punches I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Bop, bop.
Hit my dad so fast, in the middle of the fight, my dad stopped fighting and asked me what happened. In the middle of the fight. In the middle of the fight, like, shit, hey, Kevin, hey, he was hit twice. Yes, he did. Are you sure it was him? It's only y'all two out here, Dad. Ain't nobody else out here with y'all. So you telling me he that fast? They not jumping me? Ain't nobody jumping me? No, ain't nobody jumping you. It's just him. Well, he must be an octopus because I saw a lot of stuff going by my face. Really? Really, Dad? An octopus? That's what you just fought? A human octopus? Really? When my dad called another grown-ass man an octopus, that was the day that he stopped being my dad. I lost all respect. He didn't understand that, though. He's still trying to discipline me around the house. Kevin! Hey! Little thing, get the trash out. Get up! Get the trash out before I crack your damn face. Shut up. Shut up! You get the trash out. If I get Steve to come on here, put his damn hands on you again. Oh, you gonna get Steve, huh? You are something else. You know that? You are something else. Give me the trash. I'll take trash out. Give me the trash. He didn't want to see Steve again. Steve beat the shit out of my dad. You ever see somebody lose a fight and talk like they won? That's my dad. Like after he got knocked out, he's like, "You good? Are you good now?" I said, "Dad, I don't think that's your line. I think the winners say that. I think the guy who won say that. You just lay down for a second and let him finish his speech. I think you got up too fast anyway. You're gonna be dizzy." When I saw my dad get knocked out, and I saw my brother get knocked out, you know what it made me think? It made me feel like as a family, we're not good at this particular activity. We're not fighters, we're readers. We're good readers in my family.
Trying to figure out love. That was rough. Love. It was very difficult. It's a lot to it. I don't know. I'm not good at it at all. Frankly, I'm trying to get better at it. I think I'm getting better at it, but it just, I don't have, I like the wrong people. I'm not about to say that, I have bad luck or, oh my God, look at me, like 10 shitty people in a row. I don't know what's wrong. It's me. I like bad boys. I like bad boys. I don't mean like a motorcycle Mary. That's a homosexual. I mean, a fucking asshole. Like you have two options as a lady. I actually like to say, that if I want to fuck you, that's not a compliment, it's a diagnosis. There's something very wrong with you, and if you don't already know that, then fucking thank me for telling you that by fucking you. But you have two options as a lady. You have a guy over here who's like, I love you, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're perfect, I want to give you money and cupcakes and prizes and shit, right? Then you have a guy over here who's like, I don't like you, go away, you're the worst, boo to you. And then every time I just leave it too. I'm like, alright, this guy is priceless. This guy does not like me. Alright, let's keep things like that, leave it to, balance it out, figure it out, it's a hard one, and every time I started I try to fix the shitty guy every single time, and it never fucking works. It's never worked. It's never paid off, right? I met a guy recently who I thought was like, this is for me. This is the right choice for me. He was like, I always say I want a guy who is, he gets it, but he can fix shit, And my friends would always be like, there's no funny lumberjacks. That's a weird request. But I met a guy who was amazing, incredible, and he was funny and lovely, and he lived in Vermont in the woods, in a house in the woods, not in the actual woods like a weird creature. But he was incredible, and he would send me pictures of himself building his deck. He's like, look, I built a deck, and I'd write back I took a taxi 2 blocks, we're different, But I went out there to visit him. I went to Vermont. I sledded. I'm from LA. I sledded for this guy, right? I went to the Goodwill. I bought a head-to-toe red snowsuit. I went careening down the hill. He was like, oh, look, it's the Red Baron. And I said, are you making fun of me because I can't have children? And but that was fun. That was fun that happened. And then then I go to New York, and he was like, I want to come see you. And I gave him permission, because he's a grown man, and he gives that. Gave him permission to come see me. He was so happy. He was so happy I gave him permission to come see me. He wrote back that I can't stop smiling. XOXO. Yeah. The guy who built the deck couldn't stop smiling. XOXO. I don't know if it's because I'm a comedian, because I was around when I was a kid, I'm just a cynical person, but it took all of the willpower in my entire being to not write back like, fed. You fucking faggot. Maybe that's why I'm single, right? Maybe that's why I can't find anybody, because the minute someone says I love you, my first thought is like, oh, you love me. I want to go suck a dick if you love me so much. No, Morgan, I think you're beautiful. Oh, is this just beautiful as a fucking dick in your mouth? Beautiful. That's how mature I get. I'm pretty mature. I just want to be 10 of those. I just want to take care of you forever. Why don't you just take care of these fucking balls on your face? Yeah, see that. Still
That commercial is bad. The commercial that makes me feel the worst about myself, I would have to say, would be the P90X commercials. That commercial always comes on when I'm eating, which is the worst time for any fitness commercial comes on, because it knows when you're sitting there being a little fatty, eating graham crackers with your shirt off, watching Law & Order SVU. It knows. And it comes on and it gets you just sitting there like, I'll never find love, I don't know, do you want to get in shape? You're like, and by the way, it's not asking you if you want to get in regular person shape. It's not talking to normal people. It's talking to like Navy SEALs. It's talking to crazy people. It's not asking you if you want to look mediocre when you go to the pool this summer. Just for crazy. It's saying, hey, faggot, do you want to get in such fucking good shape so fucking quickly that your arms and your chest and your back get too big to fit through normal doorways? So every time you come through, you smash into the plaster and you're costing your mother thousands of dollars in drywall damage? Is that what you want? Do you want your friends and family to fear you because you drink horse testosterone and creatine shakes and they make you sleep outside? Is that what you fucking want? Do you want to get so huge so quickly, so unnaturally that all your clothes shrink on you and they fit like baby clothes because you're like the Hulk mid-transformation and you can't afford to buy new clothes because you spent all your money on these fucking P90X DVDs?
That's funny.
My question is why? Why would the average guy want to get that jacked that fast? Why? So you can, be the strongest manager at the Verizon store? What are you doing with that muscle? You work in sales. You're not guarding Sparta. It's fine. This is smartphone! I think P90X has a subliminal message that a lot of us are missing. I don't think they're talking to regular people. I think the commercial needs to be honest and come clean and say what their product is really meant for. The commercial should sound like this. Hey, P90X here. So, did you recently commit a crime and you've been sentenced to prison and you have to report there in 90 days? So, you figure in the interim, you'll just get as huge as possible, prepare for safety of your butthole. P90X. Prison workout. They're like, you can do it from the comfort of your own living room. That's because your living room and a jail cell are roughly the same square footage. Do the math. Think about it. No equipment, no excuses. No shit, there's no equipment. You'll get raped with equipment in prison. You can't have it there. We here at P90X want you to get creative with your workout. Fuck your antiques, bro. Your girlfriend's gonna break up with you and go to jail anyway. May as well use shit around your house. Take your dining room table, cut off the back legs, put it at an angle. Now you have a bench for incline presses. P90X. Go ahead, grab your old Kenwood speakers. That's right, take them off the front lawn. Use those for weights. You can take water bottles, dump that shit out, fill them up with sand. Use those for bicep curls. If you're too cheap to buy a shit weight, you're gonna get nothing in prison. P90X. The problem with P90X is that it works. Yes, it will change your body, but only from the neck down. They don't tell you in the commercial. Your face stays exactly the same as it was. Do you want to have the body of a 20-year-old Adonis, but go ahead and keep the face of a balding middle-aged accountant? P90X, disappoint your wife from the chin up on a nightly basis.
I want to tell you one story. This was the best meal I've ever had in my life. All right? This happened when I was 11 years old in Chicago, Illinois, where I grew up, and it took place at a little restaurant called the Salt and Pepper Diner, which was a family restaurant in the city. Yes, you know the Salt and Pepper Diner? It's a wonderful family restaurant in Chicago, which means that it caters mainly to teenagers and homeless schizophrenics. Now, I go into this place one day when I'm 11 with my best friend John. I should say that his name is also John. I'm not calling myself my own best friend. It's a separate human being. We walk into the Salt and Pepper Diner one day, and they had a jukebox there, all right? And the jukebox was 3 plays for $1. So we put in $7 and selected 21 plays of Tom Jones's What's New Pussycat. And then we ordered and waited. Here's the thing about when What's New Pussycat plays over and over and over and over and over again. The second time it plays, your immediate thought is not, hey, someone's playing What's New Pussycat again. It's, hey, What's New Pussycat is a lot longer than I first thought. And it has like a dip in the middle. You know how some songs have a dip, like Guns N' Roses' November Rain? You're like, hey, November Rain's over. No, it's not. There's more. The third time it plays, you're thinking maybe someone's playing What's New Pussycat again. The fourth time it plays, you're thinking, whoa. Someone just played What's New Pussycat 4 times, or at least someone played it twice, and it's a really long song. So, the 5th time is the kicker. Now, we're watching the entire diner at this point. Most people have gotten wind as to what's going on. And we're staring at this one guy, and he's sitting in his booth, and his hand is shaking while his stupid kids jump around, and he's been onto us since the beginning. And he's staring at his coffee cup like this, and he has this look on his face like he just got his 30-day chip from anger management. And he's staring like this, and the 4th play fades out. It's dead quiet. And then, I don't know if you know this, but the song begins very subtly. What's New Pussycat? And the guy goes, God damn it! And pounds on the table, and silverware flies everywhere, and it was fantastic. But a word about my friend John, and what a genius he was. Because when we were first up at the jukebox, and we were punching into What's New Pussycat, right? I punched in about 7. And then John says to me, hey, wait. Before we drop in another What's New Pussycat, let's put in one that's not unusual. And that is when the afternoon went from good to great. After 7 What's New Pussycats in a row, suddenly, it's not unusual, and the sigh of relief has swept through the diner. People were ecstatic. It was like the liberation of France. You know, for years, scientists have wondered, can you make grown men and women weep tears of joy by playing Tom Jones's It's Not Unusual? And the answer is yes, you can. As long as it is preceded by 7 What's New Pussycats. And on the other hand, when we went back, holy shit.
Hmm?
It's not unusual, say it loud.
What? Okay.
It's dead quiet. What's new, pussycat? People went fucking insane. No one could handle it. No one could handle it. And they were surrounded by this, like, seemingly indifferent staff, you know, that was just like, yep, same shit as always. My only wish is that one of the schizophrenics had stood up and been like, now you know. Now you know what it's like to live in my brain. They unplugged the jukebox after 11 plays, and that was the best meal I've ever had. Thank you very much, San Francisco. This was great. Thank you. Hope to see you again real soon. My name's John Mulaney. Have a good night.
And I have I'm dating, I'm on eHarmony as well as Attach.com, and okay, stupid, and things are going great. We have, you know, we have lots of wonderful relationships, and then I heard this comic say, if a woman's over 40 and she's never been married, there's something wrong with her. Oh no! Now, sometimes I worry about dying alone, but, you know, I'm fine. And sooner or later, they're going to wheel your wheelchair into a wall and forget about you for 5 hours. Miss Stanford, we'd wonder where you'd gone. Oh, I was just looking at this puzzle in the air. I finished the old mill, now I'm finding pieces of sky. You gonna see Mr. Peterson later on today? Oh, we're just keeping it casual. You're doing a great job. Well, who's that? Your self-esteem. I used to be very afraid of noises. I'm not sure why. You know, somebody asked me out. I said, just take my purse, don't hurt me. No, I just want to get to know you. I have nothing about you. Hey, you just seem like an interesting person. Who's that you?
I did a TV show up here with people that were looking for Bigfoot, which I really enjoyed doing it. Have you seen him? I seen him. I think he's got a small wiener, because that's why you can't find him. He's just got big feet and big hands, and he's embarrassed because he's got a tiny little Tyndale. Bigfoot, small package. I actually shot a show in Ukraine. We were trying to get these guys mail order brides. That's a sketchy place. So the legal age of consent in Ukraine is yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. But, oh, you're back. Nice work on television. Are you okay? You are walking with a clenched butthole. I am psychic. I really feel like I had a Preston moment. You have the diarrhea that I threw into him. You're on. Hold it a second. Do you have a shot of the diarrhea, brothers? J-Bone was playing with his balls earlier. His brother just took liquid poo in the bathroom on television. You guys are a dream. The aristocrats in the front row. Happy you're back, sir. Are you okay? Did they have the duct tape your butthole shut? All right, here's a couple stories that you deserve. More help! Can you give it? Here they are. I'll tell them relatively efficiently. This is a true story. We had a donkey on Full House once. Anybody see that? All right. Well, I barely remember it because I was on NyQuil. But this is a true thing. We had a donkey on the show and a studio audience, and there's kids there, and the air conditioning is blowing, and the donkey got an erection. Exactly. And it was big because it was a donkey. And it's big. And the kids are little, and the guys are up here because they're not kids. And the donkey just got like full-on wood, and I didn't know what to do. His real name, professional working name was Eeyore, the working name of the donkey. But I started calling it Peppermill because the whole thing looked like you go to Olive Garden, looked like that, and then a pulse. It was a big old donkey. And then it took a crap at the same time, which is virtually impossible to do unless you come from J-Bone's family. He's got one brother he's got a big old wood, and his brother's just doing spin art in the living room. It's terrible. Down. So then the donkey knew I was talking about it, because a living thing can tell. And it's like, yeah, it got mad. And it really fucked me up. I mean, I will be in a restaurant, and I will order a Caesar salad, and they'll say, would you like some fresh ground pepper? And so you get that fucking thing away from me. That is a donkey's cock. And I know that because I was on Full House. And that scares them a lot.
Producers have put me up over here in a green hotel. You've heard that term. I never knew what that meant. Now that I'm staying in one, I realize it's a hotel that makes you envious of people staying in a good hotel. They officially list my room in the brochure as the partially submerged deer hunter rat cage junior suite. Almost no furnishings in the room. You ever had that look? I don't have anywhere to sit but just a hemp manual telling me how to craft the stool out of my own stool. Good old Al Gore, Mr. Environment, huh? You know, Gore, he always has to act smarter. If he had said climate change in Inconvenient Truth instead of global warming, do you realize how fucked we'd all be? Because climate change is anything. It's just he's such an asshole, he had to pick one and he picked the wrong one. You know. I could even understand that a heated ocean will cause moisture, and moisture in the atmosphere, you can have more rain and snow, but honest to God, environmentalists, quit ripping into me. I am serious when I ask you, how can the planet heating up make it colder? That's all I want to know. Quit telling me what a stupid son of a bitch I am, and tell me that. When you don't tell me that, I think you're bluffing. I don't think you have an answer. somebody tell me that you're aware that the green issue of any given magazine should be no issue at all rather than the thickest issue, okay? You still get that over there, right? Now, Gore himself, of course, has a bigger carbon footprint than Emmett Kelly with plantar fasciitis. Global warming. Can I tell you something, folks? The world is so screwed up right now. The planet bursting spontaneously into flames. Least of our problems. You want to hear my take on it? It's hot once in a while. You know why it's hot? Sun's hot. You know why it's hot? Because it's the sun. It's always been hot. It was hot when I was a kid, and I was even a little further away from it back then. And when it's not hot, it's cold. And then it gets hot again. And back and forth. That's your print byplay. That's weather. It runs hot, it runs cold, like, John Mayer and Katy Perry. Now, is that hard, really? I mean, when I try to tell environmentalists this, I feel like I'm trying to teach a parrot to say fuck. And the EPA is now going after, at least in LA County, wood-burning stoves and fireplaces. No, that's good. We're going after fire. I mean, are you... All the things that separated us out from the apes originally. Watch out, wheel and standing upright. I mean, I think other ways to help out. Try this exercise. Why not hook our car batteries up to a cable, and then you run the cable through the glove box, plug it into a beanie copter hat, and then you put that on your dog's head, and when he hangs his head out the window on the highway, get that. Just trying to help out. We love to beat ourselves up about the environment, don't we? God, it's so self-flagellous. It reminds me of those guys hitting themselves with chains in the Mideast. Always beating ourselves up about what bad stewards we are of the world. I'm watching Discovery Channel the other night, middle of the night. The Animal Planet, and they've got Jacques Cousteau's kid on. He's a night diving on a coral reef. He's got the floodlight that Bono used at the Red Rock concert. He's jamming it into the eyes of this old squinty moray eel that's been KY jelly into a little Cohiba tube, And the guy's lecturing me on how mankind is compromising the reef. Hey, fuck snorkel, I'm home in bed, all right? You're the one hand jiving the penisaurus, my friend. By the way, if it is getting hotter, who's going to fix it? The AT, known as mankind? You been to a mall lately? I can't believe what people wear out of the house. Trust me, the hoi polloi are going to be too busy to fix global warming. They already have a lot on the paper plate. What with Facebooking, texting, Instagramming, tweeting, never have lives less lived been more chronicled.
You, a little wine. Who said this? Just kidding, I ordered it. Cheers, you guys. Thanks for coming. I do that all night at the bar. I'm like, they're like, you're in a blackout. You shouldn't have. Like, nobody did. Nobody's buying you anything. And I totally do. I black out whenever I drink anything other than beer and wine. No, it is the worst. Blacking out is the worst. Your mind is asleep, but your body's like, tonight is my night. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. You're in a coma with glow sticks. How is that okay? And nothing good ever happens in a blackout, right? I've never woken up and been like, what is this Pilates mat doing out? Oh! Who cleans? No! No! I wake up with a potato skin like an eye patch. Dried Haagen-Dazs on my neck, I hope. It's hard. It is hard. Speaking of semen, I was just in Sweden. Anybody been over there? Do not go. I was in Stockholm. Everyone is hot there. Everyone. Like, they have hot homeless people over there. I made out with a guy, I had no idea he was homeless. He had no shoes on, he was coming, and I was like, I bet he's in a band. My friend's like, he's chasing birds. I was like, ooh. Is he eating one? Everyone is hot over there. Everyone. It's awful. And I asked one of the girls working at the festival, are the men here circumcised? Because nobody needs that surprise. Men don't prepare you. You just flop it out. You're welcome. Great. Just tell us, right? If I had a huge extra flap over my clitoris, I'd give you a heads up. I would. I'd be like, you're gonna encounter a wizard. Keep going. Go. Take this compass. Go. And then don't give a shit. They don't tell you anything, right? So I asked her, I'm like, so just tell me, in Sweden, everyone gets exercise. And she said, sort of. What? Like you just take part of it away, so it looks like it's winking at you. It's wearing a little bonnet because it's chilly. What?
Now, if you're following me on Twitter, you know I had diarrhea today. Am I using that website properly? Sometimes I like to sit on the toilet reverse. We're listening. It's nice, right? You can turn around, you can lean on the tank. I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah, the people that are clapping right now are the ones like, okay, all kidding aside, he is a genius. No. It's the simplicity. I've been sitting on that thing my whole life. You're telling me I could turn around, have a bowl of cereal? Yeah. Set the alarm 10 minutes later? Multitask. Alright, nobody should eat while on the toilet. But I'm lactose intolerant. I've always wanted to enjoy a bowl of puffins with whole milk. It's more of an almond milk cereal, but live your dream. Somebody emailed me and they're like, hey, dipshit. Which for the record is a wonderful subject line if you ever want me to read your emails. Oh, let's see what this nice fan has to say. You had me at hello. Like, you know you have to take your pants completely off to sit on the toilet backwards. Touche. Alright, so I don't research. It's a pre-shower shit, agreed? Can we move on? Sticklers to every joke detail. Give them a post-shower shit? Oh, might as well go back to bed, start your whole day over. Things are wrong. That's not the order of events. There's a glitch in the Matrix. This world's not real. Mom! Right? I recently started flat ironing my ball hair. Come on, ladies. You know how it is. If you have curly hair, you just want straight hair. So now when people see my balls, like, oh my goodness, that's really, really good. Wasn't that damaging to the hair? And I'm like, yeah, but what are you gonna do? I wish Victoria Beckham would knock it off with all the cute dudes I can't keep up. My balls still have the 06 posh. Yeah, little trendy little cut. Posh Spice. Looks like my testicles. Okay? Am I the only person who hopes David Beckham has sex with Brad Pitt? I don't know who's in charge of casting in Hollywood, but make it happen before one of them's out of their prime. Can you imagine those two men together making love? Oh. If there's a man in here that's jumped, doesn't wiggle just a little bit at the thought of those two men together, this has nothing to do with your homophobic sexual preference. At that level, it's art, you monkey, okay? You should be honored that you share the same restroom with those Greek gods. Can you imagine if they had a child? Oh. Was that Simba? What the fuck, was that Simba? That's the fucking pit kid? That's Pitcom? The most beautiful child the world has ever seen? Picture baby Jesus with better abs. That's a good looking baby. If they had a baby Abercrombie store, they'd hire him to work the front door. Right? Just stand there, shirtless, propped up, he can't stand yet, just leaning against the wall, big poster of himself, just standing in little tight Pampers. And you walk in, and you're like, I don't want to say this, but I want to fuck that baby. Oh man, do I want to fuck that baby. If I had 3 wishes, 2 would be to fuck that baby, and 1 would be for more wishes. Oh, you can't do that. Then I want to fuck the baby a 3rd time. I would like to use all 3 wishes banging that baby. Go ahead, dumb people. Be offended by a joke that doesn't have a plausible premise. I'd love to read your email. I felt you went over the line a bit when you theoretically wanted to fornicate with a mythical child. Heads up, Mormons, this joke's gonna sting. Next time a golden plate falls from the heavens, go ahead and put it in your spam file. Let's not base your entire life on a religion that's old enough for my dad to be like, oh yeah, that's not true. That didn't happen. I don't know why they're wearing their pajamas under their clothes. I assume their God wants them to be comfy. The Mormon Church spent $20 million last year in the state of California making sure people can legally get married. Successfully, I might add. So I guess we're not as liberal as we all thought. And this is what I say to the most conservative person that's so terrified of gay marriage becoming legal. Just because the state says it's legal, it's not like God's going to let them into heaven. Okay? So you can still sleep sound every night knowing that goal line defense is up at the pearly gates just going, you're not getting in here, faggots.
I also think in this culture, we express love in a very twisted way. In this culture, we show love by giving each other presents, jewelry, and trips and stuff. And to me, that's not what love's about. That's too easy, you know? For me, love is about the way you treat a person on a daily basis when no one else is around. Little things, you know? Like if you love me, for example, the second sex is over, if I was on top, don't push me off you. As quickly as possible. If you love me, you will let me dismount with a little fucking dignity. You will let me dismount like the swan that I am. Thank you, sir. Or, if you were on top by some fucking miracle, don't use my body as a pushing off point when you get up. Don't push off my face to go check your phone. It's got respect. Love to me is about respect. Little things. You know, if you love me and we're taking a shower together, don't pee. Why is that so confusing? Don't make me stand in your piss like a fucking asshole.
You listening to this? Hey? Huh? You find it funny?
You know, if you love me, you'll think ahead. Little things. Like, if you love me and you buy me lingerie as a gift, don't buy me a small top and a medium bottom. Okay? If you love me, you will buy me a large top and a small bottom, and I'll exchange that shit on my own time. Love is just like, don't be stupid, you know, little things. Like, if you love me wake up before you start having sex with me. Can I get some gum? Can you just give me a set? This isn't prison. I'm gonna say yes. Have a little faith in yourself, you know? I also think that phrase, I love you, is tricky, because I think when you're in a relationship for a long time, it starts to lose its value, you know, it starts to deteriorate. Like when you first say I love you, it's such a big deal, you know, you're like, I love you. After a while, you're just like, love you! And after that, you're just like, you too! And finally, you're just like, fuck you!
The police, they love donuts, right? Hey, cop, why don't you get a donut? Cops love donuts! It's an interesting stereotype, because you know who else loves donuts? Absolutely everyone. Of course cops love donuts, because they know the difference between right and wrong! And not liking donuts is wrong! Have you ever met someone that doesn't like a donut? You want to know why? Because they're in jail. When you're at a donut shop and you see a police officer, don't you feel like something special's happened? An angel just got its wings! Special! I had a donut before I came on stage. I was with a friend last week. I was like, "You want to get a donut?" He was like, "I'm not hungry." I'm like, "What does that have to do with it?" As if there's ever been a good reason to eat a donut. Well, doctor says I need more powdered sugar in my diet. Donuts are bad for you. And according to my health nut wife, they're not appropriate for a trail mix. I'm just on a different trail, right? Mine leads to the emergency room. That joke will be even funnier when I die from cardiac arrest. That's why I didn't laugh. Donuts are all about taste. In Los Angeles, there's a place called Yum Yum Donuts. It's like, what do you need, the IQ of 1 to find that pure? Yum Yum. We like Yum Yum. Then who's the target audience, cavemen? I know 2 things, yellow fireball, rising sky, and Yum Yum Donuts. Yum Yum Donuts, Yum Yum. Now there's gourmet donuts that are deep fried in gold. I had a gourmet donut. I didn't realize it was a gourmet donut. I just pointed at a donut, and the donut guy started ringing it up. He's like, "That'll be $3.99. I was like, "I only want one of them." He's like, "That is the price of one of them." And then there was this long, awkward pause where I waited for him to lean forward and go, "Just kidding." But he didn't. He just looked at me like, "Got you, Tubby." Because he knew I'd pay. Because I was in a donut shop. It's not like I was there to buy a yoga mat. Boston, this is like donut ground zero, right? Donkey!
But a computer is a television. Let's just close that loophole right now. A computer is a TV. It's called computer TV. I love computer TV. I watch it at work. That's how I keep up on all my stories. And by stories, I mean cat videos. I love cat videos. I love cat videos. I saw this one video of a cat. This cat, he jumps in his box. Then he jumps out of the box. Then he jumps back into the box. And just when you think he's gonna stay in the box, he jumps back out of the box. And he does this over and over and over again for 9 minutes and 38 seconds. I know because I watched the whole fucking thing. I loved it! I loved it. And millions of people have watched this video. Millions of people love this video. They've seen this video of this cat jumping in and out of this box. It's really popular. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder how other popular things do on YouTube. I was thinking, you know who's popular? The president. He's a popular guy. He also makes YouTube videos. Don't know if you know that. He considers himself something of a filmmaker. He does. He's got his own little YouTube channel, and I figured, I wonder how one of his videos would do compared to this cat video. So I went to go look at one of his videos, and there was a video where he was talking to people about what you could do to help those in the Gulf region who've been affected by the Gulf region. 500 people had watched that video. 500! I felt so bad that I kept hitting refresh over and over again. Because this is the President of the United States, and he was getting his ass handed to him by a cat and a box. That's embarrassing. Like, I feel so bad for him that I feel like anytime he's in town, I just want to run behind him with some cats and some boxes. Like, just throw him in the background. Don't tell him. But just let them hang out in the background and do their thing, because their approval rate never goes down. It doesn't. People love cat videos. Here's how much people love cat videos. I love cat videos. I hate cats! That's ridiculous logic! I hate the Boston Red Sox. I don't go buy season tickets to go see the Boston Red Sox because that would be stupid. But I love cat videos, and I don't know why. I wish I understood why, and I've tried to understand why. I've spent many hours thinking about why. I figured, you know what I'll do? I'll just read the comments that other people have left on these videos, because maybe that could give me some insight as to why I like them so much. So I started going through the comments, and it's typical stuff, like, you know, ha 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 ha. ROTFL. Which I know that means rolling on the floor laughing, but I like to think it means reaching out to fellow losers. I'm going through the comments, and I finally see this one comment that stops me in my tracks. There's a comment that said, "Oh my God, I want that cat. That nigger is adorable." Here's the thing. This cat was not black. It was adorable. That was the right adjective. But I don't know what this cat did to become a nigger. Like, it's just a cat happily jumping in and out of the box. Like, I can understand if it was jumping in and out of the box of Newport cigarettes. That's an adorable nigger cat. That is. Because he's got to be really tiny to jump in and out of a cigarette box. Why could you not love that? Or if the box represented the duality of trying to live in a homogenized society, while at the same time struggling to hold on to your fragmented cultural identity. And because those two worlds are constantly in conflict, you must jump between them like a nigger cat. But to just call the cat a nigger because you don't know any pronouns, that's silly. And here's the thing, I know black people that use the word nigger. I know black people that say it. I know black people that say it a lot. I used to say it a lot. I don't really say it that much anymore because I work a job. I'm one of the few black people. Y'all didn't let me finish. You're racists. I work a job where I'm one of the few black people, so it's not very professional to be like, hey nigga, you got a fax. Who's he talking to? It's just him and Andre who work here. Seems really rude. You could have just said, hey Andre, you have a fax. So I don't say it that much, but I understand people who do say it, and I understand the argument that a lot of black people have for saying it. A lot of black people say, they say the word nigger because they're co-opting it. They're taking it back and taking the hateful power out of it. Sounds like a good idea. I'm curious to know when we're actually going to get the hateful power out of it. Like, is it a tit for tat thing? Do I have to say 2 niggers for every time someone else said it? Like, what do I have to invest into this reclamation project? Because it still seems pretty hateful. It still seems pretty powerful. We're definitely desensitized to it. Like, we're desensitized to it because you can watch like a Laker game. You'll see a Laker game and you'll see like Ron Artest or somebody and they'll be like, hey nigga, I'm open. It's not a big deal. It slipped through the broadcast. There's no FCC fine. Somebody passed them the ball. But let Jack Nicholson get up from the sidelines like, yeah, nigga ain't open. You can't handle the rock. That's problematic. Jack Nicholson's gonna have to do some Hanes commercials with Michael Jordan. Hope people forget. Call a cat a nigger. Here's my other problem with this. You call a cat a nigger, then you can't go and get mad when other people want to use that word because you're throwing it around like some kind of black Smurf. Smurfs never got mad at that. If Gargamel was like, I'm feeling pretty Smurfy. No Smurf was ever like, oh, homie, hold up a second. No, you need to Smurf that right now. No. See, let me explain something to you. That is the term of ensmurfment between me and my Smurf brethren. So you need to Smurf the hell on out of here. Take your damn nigga cat Azriel with you. Go.
I like people watching, mostly this one woman. Yeah. I'm doing them one at a time. From behind bushes and stuff, you know. I think surprise parties are weird because people jump up and they yell the word surprise at the party. I came home to my house and you guys emerged from my furniture. You don't have to tell me how to feel. I don't need like a hint from the group, you know? It's not like if you yell out another feeling, I'm gonna have that one instead. I come home and everybody jumps up. Confidence! Oh, alright, yeah. Damn right, I feel great. Gotta spend an hour at the party answering questions like, hey, so were you really confident when we jumped up and yelled out confident? Yeah, I wasn't faking. I had no idea. I was confident. I mean, I came in feeling kind of lousy about myself, and I thought, yeah, really self-assured. It's a great confidence party. I'm so glad you guys were coming. My friend has hand soap that smells like coconut, which is great. Very nice. Unless your hands are dirty from coconuts. Then it's a disaster. It's the worst soap possible. I don't know if I'm making progress in this situation. This is how my hand started out. It sucks. See somebody smelling their hand, I feel like there's never a good story behind that. It just looks negative, you know? If you try to make it look positive, it looks even worse. You see a guy who's like, talk to that guy, you're pretty happy about whatever he put his hand on. No good. If you're on a bus and you want to save that seat next to you open, people get on, just smell your hand as they walk by. How you doing? You want to take a whiff of this? What is this? Is this good?
You can sit here, by the way. Is this human? What is this? I don't like automatic paper towel dispensers because they don't tell you when they're not working. So I end up in the bathroom just looking like a shitty magician for a few minutes. Waving my arms around. Well, I'm just gonna get a piece of paper, you know? Automatic paper towel dispenser is a solution to something that was never a problem. Hey man, do you know how people will get a paper towel when they need one? Yeah, they just take their hand and pull it and then they have one? Yeah. We're gonna change that. We're gonna use lasers and make it really complicated. That seems pretty unnecessary. Extremely unnecessary, yeah, that's the idea. We're gonna work on the sinks too. Oh yeah, what are we gonna do there? We're gonna get rid of the hot and cold handles and just have a sensor and I'll have to conjure the water to get it out of the faucet. Like a little rain dance with their hands. But then they won't be able to adjust the water temperature. Fuck them. We're gonna finish up with the toilet. Oh yeah, what are you doing there? Oh, you know when someone's sitting on the toilet and they move like a millimeter? Yeah? We're thinking of having a roaring rapid explode under their ass. Why would you do that? Gotta have turnover, we're gonna scare the shit out of them, get them out of there. Hey man, did you pee on the back of your leg? No, I moved like an inch and there was an explosion. I just got up and ran right out of the bathroom. I ran by the paper towel thing and a bunch of them started shooting out. I don't know if it's haunted or what's going on there. Oh, alright, thanks. Yeah. That's a good crowd right there. That is a way to ensure presence on the CD. This is going to be out in the future, so I don't even know if it's a CD. Whoever's listening in the future will. Depending on how young they are, they don't even know what life is like at this point. In the future, we have to do a robot and they know how. Spaceships were not as readily available as they are for you. Let me take the mic out of the stand. Oh, that's pretty funny. Cool, I got a long thing here for you.
Well, what can I tell you about myself by way of introduction? First of all, I am married. There it is. Sorry, fellas. I know how I come across, and I know how I'm dressed tonight. Probably at least 20 people in this room right now wondering, The answer is no, but the night is young. The night is young, we'll see how things go. I knew the minute I met my wife, I looked at her and I said, oh my God, that is the woman I'm going to spend the next 4 to 7 years with. I sincerely believe that's true. We have a great little family, my wife and I. We don't have any kids, but we do have a Chihuahua. You know, I should clarify. My wife has a Chihuahua. What I have is living, breathing evidence that sometimes Mother Nature drops the fucking ball. Because I don't know if you've ever stared into the creepy, googly eyes of a Chihuahua. But it's mesmerizing. If you stare at a Chihuahua for long enough, you'll want to ask it certain questions. Like, okay, Chihuahua, why are you? There is no valid reason for that animal to exist. Chihuahuas will make you doubt not just evolution, but also intelligent design, right? Neither side of that debate makes sense. I wish Darwin was still alive so I could just show him my wife's dog, like, excuse me, Chuck, explain that thing right there. How did Pepe avoid getting his ass naturally selected? Like, just imagine if you were a dodo bird, how much that would piss you off, right? Be like, I'm sorry, let me get this straight. You're saying that I'm extinct, me. Okay, so I guess my species is less necessary than that
4.5-pound ear and eyeball caddy? Really? That's what a Chihuahua is. It is an eyeball display case that walks. Like, if you've never seen a Chihuahua before and you want to know what they look like, just take 2 grapes and take them to a lemon. Yeah, that is the basic skull structure of Canis ridiculus. Does not exactly scream intelligent design, does it? Unless God was just wasted that day. You know what? I bet that's true. I bet the day Chihuahuas are created, God was sitting on a cloud, pounding like PBRs.
Like, no. Make the eyes bigger.
Make the eyes bigger! I want this thing to look like a freak.
And I want it to shiver in 80-degree weather.
That's it. It's the only possible explanation. About a month ago, my wife went on a business trip, so I had to watch the dog, just me and the Chihuahua, for 5 days. Boy, was that a period of self-discovery. Listen, people, I realize that I'm not the manliest guy in the world, okay? I give off a very definite high school drama club vibe. I'm aware of this. But nothing will rob you of what little testosterone you do have, like crawling into bed at night alone with a Chihuahua. Yeah, as a guy, you could be wearing a Hello Kitty backpack, skipping through a field of dandelions, and licking on a giant penis-shaped lollipop. And that, my friends, would be 1/3 as gay as waking up in the morning to find out that you and a Chihuahua are spooning. Yes. That is what alcoholics call a moment of clarity.
I am a weary traveler in disguise. Recently I sat in between the 2 worst people in the world on the flight. I was in the middle seat. And they were father and daughter, coincidentally. The daughter sounded like this. Daddy, 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 can I have my laptop case? She was like 25, by the way. And the father, you ever see a father whose family is so terrible that he's given up on talking? It's like, Daddy, I need my laptop case also. And he goes, swear to God, his response was, He did speak clearly once, though. That's when I asked if he wanted to switch seats. He said, no. That wasn't the really bad part. The story is about what happened when we started to take off. This is all true. As we were taking off, he reached across, and she also reached across me, and they clasped hands over me, and he started counting down from 10, and she started naming all the people in her life that she loved. Love you, Mommy. Love you, Daddy. Love you, Uncle Rick. Love you, Jeremy, which I don't know who he was, but good for him, he made the list. But you can't do that. You can't clasp hands inches from a man's penis. You're not thinking about it, but they were close. I could feel the heat from their hands. I was wearing pants of a very sheer fabric. What is clasping hands? That's an antiquated form of showing affection that went out in the 1950s after World War II, you know, when it was inappropriate in French to kiss your wife before you went to war, so you just clasp her hands and say, take care of the little ones, Margaret. She'd say, my name isn't Margaret. You'd say, it doesn't matter, I need your strength right now. But you can't clasp hands inches from a man's areas. I didn't say anything, because I'm kind of a coward in real life. But I did think of 2 things to do to make you like better. First one is obviously I could just slowly push upward. Into their hands, and then they're like, what are you doing? I just say, what are you doing? Trying to get me to call you daddy? Or the other one is, what could they have done? What would they have done if I just slowly put my hand over theirs? And I just whispered under my breath, you mind if I get in on this? Dearest Prince of Darkness, Lord Satan, extinguish the non-believers on this plane. Gladly take my life in the process. Always remember, Satan, you are my daddy, 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 daddy. Travel so much. I like to do this. You can do it too. You know when they land the plane right afterwards, the pilot always gets on it. United Airlines would like to be the first to welcome you to Dallas, Texas. We appreciate your flying with us and hope you choose us again in the future. What I like to do is right when I'm just about to touch down, like right when you're just about to land, I go, "Welcome to Dallas!" Yeah! Because then the pilot has to get on and go. He said it, so I can't say it. He already said it. You shut up, Kiro. You're the co-pilot. United Airlines would like to be the second to welcome you to Dallas, Texas. Thanks to passenger 19B, who had 15 scotch and sodas and fell asleep in the bathroom. That last part's a true story. I get tired in the sky. You guys, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you shake my hand and your hand is wet, you don't have to feel like you have to explain it right away. So many people shake your hand, their hand's wet, and they're like, I just came from the bathroom. Yeah, that's what I guessed. Maybe you're out back just shoving your hands in dirty puddle water like, I'm gonna go greet people and not explain this at all. You gotta get both sides even. Really jamming into the puddle. Just cut and tear at the knuckles. And sometimes people feel like they have to make a joke, you know? I just came from the bathroom. Don't worry, it's not pee or anything. I'm the best. Yeah, I know. What kind of awful life would I lead? And every time I shook someone's hand and it was wet, I was like, hey, how you doing? Keep it. It's good goddamn. You've been fucking pissing all over your hands? Were you out of your mind and just in the bathroom like, yeah! I'm gonna tell people I was in the bathroom, but not tell them what for. Just say, you're in for a treat. A lot of people don't like that last part because it's a play on words that pisses them off. I think we can all agree that the worst way to die would be by shark attack. Not because you watch as your lower torso is being devoured, your intestines spilling into the mouth of a predator whose cold, dead, lifeless eyes look not only at you but through you as he takes your life. No, because as you're hitting him, you try and get him off, you gotta touch that slippery old shark skin. Yeah, you ever touch a dolphin? Why are you so slimy? You've been swimming all day. You know your last words mean no. How many E's, A's, and U's is that? Think about it. But tombstone can get expensive. A friend of mine was in my apartment and picked up a pair of brass knuckles because that's the Texas person I am. He said, these are pretty cool. One size fits all. I said, yeah, idiot. Then I thought about it. I don't know. Do you know? Are they? Is it one size fits all? I don't know. I think they are. I like thinking they are because I can't imagine a world where guys get thumbs from brass knuckles, especially so many sometimes. Oh, God damn it! Are you serious? This technology is sort of small. What am I supposed to do now? Tiny metal finger slaps? Or the yellow's too big, you gotta put both hands in and do my shark slap?
I also kind of love living here that you can cry in public and nobody will ever talk to you about that. You will never be bothered. You would really disappear into the landscape. In my hometown of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, if someone was walking down the street, a woman crying, we'd be like, should we call the police? You know, maybe something's wrong with her. We should find out what. Maybe she knows something that's wrong and we should fix that in our town. Here. No, and the subway's a wonderful place to cry. That is like, it's productive, right? You're also going somewhere, so you're getting a lot of stuff done at the same time. I like crying on the letter trains more than the number trains. I've noticed that AC line, the blue train, that is my favorite to cry on. The blue train is the saddest train. And I was crying on that train, and then I looked up, and very vulnerable situation because I caught the eye of the woman across from me. And then I looked, and she was also crying. And then there's that moment of like, what do you do? But I know we were thinking the exact same thing. We were thinking, you know what? My problems are something more important than your problem. All right, what I'm going through is deeper and more important. And if you want to cry, you better cry the next time. All right, this is my time.
Took the plane in, a lot of fun flying. We didn't actually fly though. Just got in the plane and fucking gunned it down the highway. Oh, do you guys fly? Oh, you guys get in planes and fly? Well, I guess that's the difference in our income. Yeah. I'm so rich, I don't even fucking fly. I just get in a plane. I'm like, no, just drive. Just drive. I don't need to get there quick. I need to flaunt my cash. Sitting in a plane, running 500 miles per hour down the highway. People look, yeah, no, I'm in a plane. Yeah, no, I'm in a plane on the highway. I bet you wish that you worked as hard as my dad's grandfather. If you did, you could know what it's like to be up here. But, you know, oh well. Enjoy your vehicle. Every time there's a bridge, we kind of take off. Oh, back down. Back down. I still sit in the middle seat, too. No one's on the plane but me. No one's on the plane with me. I still sit in the middle seat just because I'm humble, you know. I'm actually, I get really afraid to fly. Anybody else get afraid to fly? Well, then fuck all of you. We don't have fears. We're perfect.